Starting in 3, 2, 1. I'm Rhythm Bastard, and this is Ernie. There, I'm pointing in the right direction, and welcome to Hardcore Nerdcore Wrestling, the weekly wrestling show with fun stuff. And this is our monthly pay-per-view March Gladness, because sadness was for last year.
Yep, that is true. Also, you might not be able to tell because the webcam is off. Don't worry about it. But hola, motherfuckers! Spanish-ish commentary Ernie's back for a bit.
Spanish commentary, Ernie. Wow. Now, why is Spanish commentary Ernie here?
Don't worry, we will get to that in a bit, RB. But first things first, it is March Gladness pay-per-view time. I'm excited. I know you're excited.
Very much so.
Before we go crazy, let's we should probably give people a little bit of a nice little recap about what has happened to how we got here. Sounds good?
Yep, makes sense to me.
All right. So just going through things. So just off of last week, so going through things with just of the stuff that is to be expected. We've got, with the undercard. Wesker has been on an absolute tear. This past month, going through the likes of excuse me, sorry, I'm getting a little verklempt here. But anyways, so going in and starting the month off with his second defense against newcomer James Masterson. Then the week afterwards, beating out B6, who had a great showing during the Sadness Aggravation Death match. Week 3 was able to get get a nice win in over Daisy too in a hard fought match, and then putting on an absolute classic last week against Oi. So with that victory with Oi, he is at 5 defenses, and he's going in to his 6th defense tonight against a mystery opponent.
Oh, good. I get to do the reveal yourself bit.
I got to do it for you, RB.
Thank you very much.
Then, tag team action. Well, as you saw last week, so Ellis decided to talk to Primo about some girl trouble and stuff. Don't know why. I'm gonna level with you. That's kind of a bit like asking a fish how to fly. That's just me. But anyways.
Yeah, like Ernie was getting read hard last week. I was playing Danganronpa. I streamed some Danganronpa last night where people were calling each other like cum dumpsters and shit. And like, I think even Ernie got it worse than that. Or Ernie Prime, Ernie Primo.
English table Ernie. But either way, but because of that, that video, that little exchange really opened up a lot. Namely, the fact that Ellis's hat might be a pocket dimension that's sentient.
Yeah, that's I sure hope that doesn't come up in a very weird way.
I'm sure it'll be fine. But anyways, but somehow Ellis teamed up with Zoe, and the team of Zoel was able to win a #1 contendership against Top Team Epic. Which, oh boy, that's it's gonna be an uphill battle for the rookie team, but we'll see how it goes. Then, and coming up afterwards, we also have planned the 5th match of Jonesy's tour through the team of RED, where Jonesy had been clearing through the likes of the Scout, the Demo Man, the Heavy, even Red Link, the newest member. And now he is going to be squaring up with the final member of RED and former Hardcore Nerdcore Wrestling champion, the Spy, inside of what many could consider started it all, inside the cage. So, can Jonesy go 5 for 5 for this? Or is Spy going to get some redemption for his fallen comrades? And then also, we've got some trios actions. So, after Primo went through the month with the Ernie Loves Puns Tournament 3 Trios edition, we got some exciting matches what's even more exciting is the fact that we've now got a new team challenging for the Trios belts for the first time.
Yep.
After the working class came out with a big victory against perennial fan favorites, the Jilted X's. But how that's going to hold up against the Fiercest Furs, I don't know. We'll see. Then also, there's also the 3KB match between Wario and Luigi, whom both had wrestled each other last week, where the winner would choose the stipulation, and Wario won, and we will reveal the stipulation later into the night.
Yeah, almost like we're booking by the seat of our pants. We want to make sure we have a proper fill of time.
Right. Speaking of time filling, we also have a rematch, a rehabilitation rematch, as it were, between Travis Touchdown and Thrash Panda. Had an absolute classic at the start of the month during that Falls Count Anywhere match, and both had some strong words for one another. And now they're doing it again to settle some shit. And of course, we can't talk about the night without the main event, where Optimus Prime, who has had an absolute tear this month, beating the likes of Thrash Panda, beating the likes of Would You Rather Bot, and even taking on a red hot Turd Ferguson, but still coming out on top to square up to the current hardcore nerdcore wrestling champion, Sonic the Hedgehog. It's going to be an exciting night of matchups, RB.
Yeah, and first off is the Scott Hall Memorial match. A couple weeks ago, we lost Scott Hall, also known as Razor Ramon, and I don't know why these two people are competing.
Oh, that's easy. So, we're putting Primo in there first because, the closest thing we have on the roster to a fake Cuban is a real Cuban. And we're putting Strong Bad against him because Strong Bad's a bad guy.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So, you know what? Nothing really... fuck it. So how long do you think Strong Bad's going to make this 3 wins?
I don't know. I mean, Strong Bad hasn't had a lot to do since Flash died. So hopefully he's really fighting to keep his legacy going.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I'll level with you. This is gonna be this is kind of a gimme for him.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's not about this isn't about us or them. It's about out Scott Hall himself, and now this one is for the bad guy.
Yeah, this one's for the bad guy. Which, I mean, listen, trying to be like some weird combination of the Florida Man and El Santo is like a pretty okay reason to pretend to be Cuban.
Well, actually, no. You want to know the funny thing is, he was literally just trying to be Scarface, and somehow he did it cooler.
Oh,
I'm not even joking. Because the whole thing about like the appeal with Scarface, believe it or not, folks, this is a little bit of history down here. It's actually revisionist as fuck because at the moment that it came out of, Cubans fucking hated it because they were like, this made it, because it's like, yeah, you made an actual Cuban immigrant coming in here into just a incestuous drug dealer. Oh god!
Oh shit! Hold on. We're gonna restart the match. Sure. Our balls are on stream.
That's fine. So, and the thing was that, so like literally nothing about, and that was the thing, like, and also because that was like the thing, like everybody looked with it, or at least with Scarface, was like, you're not supposed to like root for him. The character of Tony Montana Scarface isn't supposed to be cool. He's got a short fuse. He's got an issue with addiction. He wants to fuck his sister. I mean, but Scott Hall, that was the thing. Like when Scott Hall came up with the Razor Ramon character, it was just because he was like a huge mark for the Scarface movie. And the thing is, neither Bruce Pritchard or Vince McMahon have ever seen the movie. Literally the only 2 people on the face of the earth that have never seen Scarface. So they just thought like Scott Hall had like this fucking like brilliant mind for like character creation. They're like, yeah, look, let's roll with it. But the difference between Scott Hall and between Razor Ramon and Tony Montana is that while all the Cubans view Tony Montana as basically just like a super racist caricature, every Hispanic fucking loved Razor Ramon. And even when it came to be that they find out, oh wait, Scott Hall's a white guy? Fuck it, he's still one of us.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? Again,
Fuck.
Being Tony Montana but cooler. You know what? We'll accept it.
And also, fun fact about Scott Hall. He's the reason why we got Sting.
Yes! I did remember seeing that. I remember
Yeah,
seeing the interview you're talking about now, where what the fuck does Vince McMahon watch?
Yes. It's so wild because it's just like Sting's like man, I don't know what to do, Scott. And it's just Scott's just like, hey yo, you ever see the movie The Crow? Which, you know what? I feel like if Scott Hall were to have been given a job as being, you know what? Dare I say, Scott Hall in retirement should have been given a job as in like the creative side of things, because yes, his method is just rip off a movie. But considering he went 2 for 2 for both things, I mean, come on now. Like you got the Razor Ramon gimmick like super over. Everybody fucking loves Sting. Actually now I gotta think like, what movies would be like, what like super obscure ass movies would make for like the perfect like wrestling gimmick to build around?
Shaun of the Dead was the first one that comes to mind because, you know, he's just a regular working guy and he'll bring his cricket bat out and he loves drinking his pints. And he loves "Don't Stop Me Now" by Queen.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm sure Tony Khan could probably fill the rights to that. Yeah, I'm trying to think what would be a good because I'm really trying to think in my head like a really obscure ass movie that would make for like a golden like character gimmick and stuff. Oh.
Wow.
Shit. You don't think he's still mad about the whole video, do you?
I mean, like, what's he gonna do about it? I mean, granted, he's got like a pocket dimension, and I don't know. Fucking math is hard.
I mean, what the fuck do we look like? The Steiners?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, shout outs to them for the Hall of Fame induction.
Yes, I did see that match.
I will say this: if Scott doesn't do fucking Steiner math for his goddamn acceptance speech, I'm gonna be big mad.
How much you want to bet that Vince is like, no, he got that over in some other company, goddammit. No, we only original promos, or like the most you'll get is fucking Corey Graves or Brian Saxton going,
oh,
you know, oh man, I bet he's really good at math, and this certainly adds up. Like, come on, dude.
Yes. Corey Graves, man, has finger on the pulse of pop culture, even though nobody fucking asks him. I feel bad for Byron Saxton. And
Yeah.
like, don't get me wrong, I know there was a bit of time where Corey Graves was great on commentary, but God, did the shtick get old.
Oh God, yeah. All right, well, let's undepress ourselves.
All right, hold up.
Okay, hold on.
Sorry, sorry, hang on. Video's coming in. Let me just.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Here you go. Okay. Hi, I'm back.
Hi, Prime. Ernie Prime. We're doing good. Congratulations on your win.
Yeah. Felt pretty good.
Yeah. So now, Ernesto gave his take on what we briefly mentioned how Scott Hall basically made Razor Ramon and Sting by ripping off movies. What would be your movie that would make a very good wrestling character?
Okay, I'll be honest. It may not be so much a movie as it is just a person. Just somebody build a wrestling gimmick around like Willem Dafoe. Just Willem Dafoe. Like,
okay.
There's like just take Willem Dafoe. That is your wrestling gimmick. That or hear me out. It's a tag team where their gimmick is basically face off.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know I'm a genius. And the fact is, it's like, but it's different because whereas with face off they have to fight each other. Now you're forcing them to fight together.
And they could do twin magic like the Bella twins.
Yes,
okay, so let's see.
exactly.
We have Skyward Key in chat, Small Soldiers, Willem Dafoe, and agreeing with your choice of Willem Dafoe. Not a movie, but Team Rocket is wrestling tag team. There's like FSSCU or whatever that is.
FSCW, they have done on Team Rocket as a tag team.
And MJF got his start as Handsome Jack, which makes perfect sense. You told me that, and I'm like, that makes more sense than anything else in this universe.
Dude, I told you. I've also told you, like, a lot of the FSCW, like, a lot of people who've been in FSCW, even for, like, a cup of coffee, went on to, like, work in, like, some of the big stuff. Again, Darby Allin was the Daredevil in there. Again, MJF was Handsome Jack. They're fucking,
Nope.
They're fucking... Pause on stream?
No, actually, we didn't cut to stream yet, so... I didn't cut to the match. I accidentally started it. But no, go ahead.
Okay, no worries. But basically, their Green Lantern is actually one half of MSK and NXT. Let's see. Obviously, you know, Leva, the librarian, aka Blue Pants, has done on a couple characters there too. Hang on, I'm really trying to dig deep in my bag from what I remember. Big Swole was a couple of characters too. I want to say she did Storm. I want to say she was Storm and Vixen, but again, don't call me on this because again, it's been a while. And Darius Lockhart was Lando Calrissian. Who else? And oh my god, I feel like I'm missing another big person. All right. Dark Sheik was Nightcrawler.
Okay.
Yeah. So, pro tip to any people in the local Florida region: if you maybe want some eyes on your craft, you want to build yourself up, you want to have a little bit of fun with the local scene, see if you can do FSCW.
All right, we are gonna we'll save that for after the next match because I want to make sure we have plenty of time here. Up next, we have our undercard championship with Albert Wesker versus a mystery opponent. So, mystery opponent, reveal yourself. Wait, no. Oh my God.
The man of 1,000 guest spots. The man without a video game. The hypest professional wrestler in virtual eFeds. Zubaz.
The storm is coming.
As have we.
I don't know what's going on with Albert Wesker's theme.
You know, for some reason, I feel like just making
balls on stream. It crashed.
Oh, no.
It's okay. We're going to fix it. Hold on.
I
figure like
clap, 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 clap.
Botchamania. Clap, 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 clap. All right, let me just hold on. Go to Discord, stream, go live.
All right.
Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, I lost the cursor. Okay, there it is. There we go. Okay, normal match. And then we're going to set it to undercard. I'm going to put on Zubaz. Finish the entry. And now we're going to cut over. All right, so I think God damn it. All right, hold on. Something happened with Wesker's theme. Let me just settings. Oh no, it accidentally set to 300 again. Oh shit. Okay.
Also, Chris Statlander was Rogue.
Okay.
Diamante was the Melina. Yeah, there's just something up with the theme. Oh well.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So RB Zubaz versus Albert Wesker. This is not only for some gold, but also there's a little bit of personal history here. Because recall, Zubaz originally was created as a design for Street Fighter 2, but was left on the cutting room floor. So he's definitely got a bone to pick with Albert Wesker's home company, as it were.
Yep, Capocama.
Kappa yes. But also, you know, again, Zubaz is fucking nerdcore, RB. I mean, he's been one of the most exciting, like, independent prospects for just the longest time, for close to a decade. Seeing him in the likes of Dive Pit, Indivisible, Shovel Knight. I mean, the man is world traveled. Anywhere he's been he's been there. He's also had a little bit of experience in the wrestling ring. Shout out to Saibatsu, R.I.P.
Yeah.
But I'm glad, but even though I'm so glad all four of them are doing well for themselves afterwards.
Yeah.
Anyways,
it's like if all of the Beatles had good solo careers instead of just George Harrison.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, it's a bit. The way I've understood it, it's like it was a messy divorce that led to a good ending for everyone involved. Oh, now Albert Wesker really getting Zubaz in the drop toe hold. Oh, and Zubaz just dumping Albert Wesker onto the backside. Oh, Zubaz doing a great job, but again, Wesker is gonna really have to be deep right now, because again, he is near breaking that lucky 7 rule. Oh, and what an ankle sweep from Zubaz! And the thing is, he can't get distracted. He has to get focused. I know those later numbers are really close, and you can almost taste it. But recall what I said before with regards to RE math, because at this point he's at the 6th defense, and RB, remember, how Resident Evil is when it comes to the number 6.
Yeah, I mean, whether you consider number 5 the 6th game or 6 the 6th game, it's not good. It's not looking good.
Yeah, it's just a matter of perspective, because if you don't, then it's not good, specifically and personally for Albert Wesker. But if you do consider it, then it's just not good for everybody involved in RE, period.
Yeah.
Oh, and what a Kinshasa from Zubaz. Oh, Wesker's back up, though. Ooh, and a big kick from Zubaz. Uh-oh, Zubaz is going up top. Oh, but he misses the frog splash. Oh, but dumps Albert Wesker down into another elbow drop. And Wesker's back up. Wesker really trying to work Zubaz. Ooh, and slides on home into Zubaz. Oh, but Zubaz with a nice hip toss. Again, Zubaz is really taking that knowledge of just touring the video game guest spot on Sir Urkin right now. Really trying to take it to Albert Wesker. The thing is, Albert Wesker's no stranger to crossover battles. Oh, into a backslide off of Zubaz. Oh, but Zubaz able to kick out at 2. Into an Alabama slam. Zubaz going up. Into another frog splash. Ooh, that is a near fall. RB, Wesker really has to be careful right now. Oh, and getting pieced up with a Street Fighter style combo. Into a flying crossbody from Zubaz. But Wesker's still surviving, RB.
Just barely.
So RB, talk to me. So do you think just that kind of unpredictability of Zubaz right now is going to be serving him well, or do you think that it's not going to be an issue for Albert Wesker right now?
I think Albert Wesker's fought with worse. He's fought through worse, and he is. You know, you really can't, like, if Albert Wesker lasted this long against who he has, then, you know, there's really no telling what he'll do. It's just a matter of keeping the momentum up.
It's true. That is true. On Wesker with a big kick. Oh, and into a moonsault foot stomp. Oh, but Zubaz able to kick out at 2. And a sunset flip powerbomb from Albert Wesker in the middle of the ring. Ooh, that is a near fall though, RB. Oh, and a muscle buster from Zubaz. Oh, into a big plancha.
And we have a new champion.
New undercard champion, Zubaz. Welcome to Hardcore Nerdcore Wrestling to the Baz.
All right.
And what a fucking theme, too.
Oh, yeah, it's really good. I think it might just be a hair sped up, but I don't want it exactly, you know.
Well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right. So let me just, okay, I'll just copy the formulas and shit later. Hold on. Let me do it now. Okay. So, yeah, that's a mark. That's a win for the Baz. The Rhythm Baz stir.
God. That's pretty good. That is really... Hold up. I am putting that in for potential for Ernie Loves Puns 4.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Anyways. So, yeah. New undercard champion. Wesker, it was a hell of a run. But, you know, again, I'm excited to see what we got next for our newest signee.
You know, only good things, I hope. No, actually, yeah, good. Yeah, I guess we'll go with good things.
Yeah. And so what do we have next on the docket, RB?
Up next, we have the Tag Team Championships.
That is right. We've got the team of Zoel taking on the tag team champions of Hardcore Nerdcore Wrestling, Pop Team Epic.
They're the new bad guys. I already started the match. So I'm just waiting for the transition to begin, then I'll cut over. Oh, and of course, it's a landmine match, which very much fits into Pop Team Epic aesthetic, and we already have an explosion at round 1.
Second explosion. But now, to be fair to the team of Zoel, given their line of work, they've had to deal with their fair share of incendiaries and explosives now.
Yeah.
Oh, but Publico just really taking it to Alice right now. Oh, now tagging into Zoe. Yeah, into a double drop kick.
But it's easy for your teammates to worry about safety when you're all on the same side. However, you know, I mean, because obviously you got to watch each other's back when you're dealing with pipe bombs. You want to make sure everything's clear. But in a landmine match, all bets are off.
Of course, of course. Oh, and into just a lasso from El Paso. Oh, but Zoe's still hanging tough. Oh, also, sorry, RB, I don't mean to sidebar, but I kind of just realized, given the fact that both members of Pop Team Epic are Japanese schoolgirls, that technically means they qualify for child fights here.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, and now...
Skyward Key. Oh my god, this absolutely captured Papaco's manic gremlin energy. Yeah, that's why we love it.
Yeah, no, Pop Team Epic has shown to be just absolute... have been just absolute monsters here in Hardcore Nerdcore Wrestling. Especially PPV with her just historic run with the undercard belt. Oh, and into a nice shoulder check. Oh, but now Popico. Oh, just swinging for the fences onto Zoe. Ooh, into a big lariat. Oh, Zoe's back up, though. Ooh, into a standing guillotine leg drop. Oh, now just grinding the elbow into the side. I have Popico. Oh, into a nice Muay Thai clinch. Now Zoe leaving to tag back into Ellis. As PPB gets tagged in. Oh, and now they're exchanging partners. Oh, now both members of Pop Team Epic are down. Oh, now Ellis really trying to take it to Pipimi. Oh, and now they're going off of a strike off. Oh, but PPB getting the better right now. Oh, really just trying to go after the eyes of Ellis, but Ellis able to shake out of there. Oh, into a nice snapmare. It back into the barbed wires. Oh, and PPB is outside. Oh, RB, she just was completely unfazed though. Oh, and what a lifting German suplex onto Ellis. Oh, but Ellis with some quick thinking. Oh, now tagging back into Zoe. Oh, Popico with just the big boots. Oh, and another knee clinch. And now into a calf crusher from Zoe. Oh, but Popico able to fight out of there. Showing absolutely no respect for the rookie tag team right now, RB. Into a Superman punch. And Ellis is there to break it up. Oh, and Popico, but Popico's still hanging tough though. Now having to tag into Kafimi. Oh, and Zoe just piecing up both members of Pop Team Epic. But as quick as they go down, they get up just as fast. Ooh, and that one went right into the centerfold. And now Zoe, again, trying to use that elbow to grind into it. And just the double deuce from Pop Team Epic. Oh, and PPB trying to choke Zoe out with the weave snatcher. But Zoe able to fight out of there. It gets rocked with a thunderous punch from PPB. Oh, who catches Zoe in the middle of the ring with an armbar. Oh, but Ellis is there to make the save. And into an Enziguri off of Popico. Oh, into a big boot from Papimi. And now Papimi tagging back into Popico. As they're going back to 0 in on the team with Zoel. Oh, and PPB getting tossed into the barbed wire. Ooh, and that one went right into the nuts and bolts onto Ellis. Oh, but Ellis catching Popico with that vicious Enziguri, but again into the nuts and bolts of the low blow from Popico. Oh, and into the walls of Jericho in the middle of the ring. Oh, but into a Romero special from Ellis. And PPB's there to make the break. Oh, and some ground and pound for Popico. RB, it looks like Pop Team Epic are just have not missed a beat tonight.
Yeah,
ooh, but Zoe,
they're really on their game, and it's sad because I was hoping. Oh, wait a sec, Ellis throwing both of Pop Team Epic in the corner
and putting Popico into the tree of woe. Oh, and Ellis with a sunset flip onto Popico. Oh, but PPB's the legal person. Now really try to take it to Ellis. Oh, into a roll up. Oh, but Ellis able to break out of there. It's only getting hit with an Argentine backslide. And Ellis rolling PPB up with the spare tire. Oh, but PPB able to kick out of there. Again, the rookie team's really showing us something. Oh, and hits PPB with the code breaker. Oh, and Zoe being forced to break up the dirty boxing. Oh, Popico with a big headbutt. Oh, but Zoe responding with a roundhouse into another white, into another combo of knees. And PPB looks to be in no man's land. And that one went right into the first aid kit. Uh-oh, Zoe's back up. Into some big kicks. Ooh, and right into the midsection of Popico again, but Popico with the reversal. Oh, and a big slap from Popico. Oh, Zoe's back up. Dodging out of the way of the Superman punch. Oh, but Popico playing possum and catches Zoe with the single leg takedown. Now PPB getting tapped in. Oh, but Zoe looks to be exhausted right now. And there's Pop Team Epic trying to pick her apart. But Zoe's hanging strong on RB. Getting a little more dirty boxing, and Popico's there to make the save. And still showing no respect. Oh, into a skull-crushing finale. Zoe's back up, though. Oh, and just those knees catching PPB right into the chin. Now Zoe having to tag it to Ellis. Oh, PPB with the headbutt. And Ellis with a code breaker. Oh, but right into the nuts and bolts again. Okay, Poco's been tagged in. Ellis is really going to be having to make up some ground right now. And of course, botched Irish whips. It's not hardcore nerdcore wrestling without botched Irish whips.
Yep.
Uh-oh, and Popico with the Superman punch. Going in for the pin. But Zoe there to make the save. Trying to soften Popico up. As PBB's there to back up her teammate. Oh, and Ellis sliding on home. Oh, Popico goes back up though. Shoulder checks Ellis. Big headbutt onto Zoe. Now Popico tagging into Papimi. Both members tried it. Oh, and into a rear naked choke onto Popico. Papimi kicking Zoe off. Who went into a big German suplex, but Zoe able to reach the ropes on that one. Again, I gotta say, I'll be honest, I don't know what I was expecting from the team of Zoel, but they're really impressive right now. Like, they're really trying to force Pop Team Epic to get their best out, and into the backstabber from Zoe. Oh, and into a calf crusher in the middle of the ring. Oh, but Popico there to make the save. Oh, and drops Ellis with a power bomb. Oh, Zoe able to stop herself, and now Popico getting tagged in. Ooh, and some vicious strike combos from Zoe. Now trying to grind the elbow, but PB there to make the save. Sends Ellis into the barbed wire, and into the trio blow he goes.
All right, it's all to Ellis now.
Who hits Popico with the sunset flip powerbomb, but Popico able to reach the ropes. Oh, and drops Ellis with a powerbomb. Ooh, that is a near fall though. Oh, and getting double teamed by Pop Team Epic. Well, RB, if he wants to show how reliable he is, now's got to be the time. Oh, and PBB not taking too kindly of Ellis's showboating. Oh, Ellis still able to reach the ropes though. Hits Popico with the code breaker. Oh, but PBB there to toss him into the barbed wire. And a big kick. Oh, now Ellis is playing smart though. He's jockeying PBB back to his side of the corner. Oh, but PBB with a poke to the eye. Oh, and catching Ellis with a flying arm bar. And Ellis taps out. And Pop Team Epic with the defense in a hell of a matchup, RB.
Oh, yeah, it was a great match.
And even the IWC agrees with us.
Yeah.
That is 5 stars.
That's 4 more stars than we had yesterday, you know?
Yeah. Oh, boy. All right. Wow. What a hell of a match.
Oh, yeah. And now, our last match before the break. A successful title defense, yeah, just got the thing.
Yeah, whilst you're getting this set up, I can get the championship ifs updated. So today was the 31st?
Yes.
And that is Wesker at 5 defenses. And then Zubaz, 331. Perfect. Boom.
All right. And now we just... Where the fuck is Jonesy Spencerson? I'm looking for him on the list.
Of course, of course. All right, there we go. And we will take Pop Team Epic to 3 defenses. About halfway there of tying the Mario Bros. Title defense record. Which, actually, does that mean statistically Papimi has the most title defenses throughout?
Yes, actually.
Or what? Well, hold up. Let me see. Sonic had 2 defenses. 2, 4, 5, 7. Yeah, no. Well, I'll double check later. But so up next we have the cage match between the Spy and Jonesy Spencerson.
I mean, I don't know. Spy is a former champion, so maybe he knows a little bit more about what he's doing than we would imagine. But then again, he's beaten some. Jonesy has beaten some pretty tough guys.
That he has. Also, a thing to keep in mind: Spy has also beaten Jonesy. It was in granted, it was in an elimination battle royale, but still. So, Spy could theoretically have Jonesy's number right now, but this is definitely a different Jonesy from then. We're looking at a more focused, more vicious Jonesy.
Right.
But at the same time, Spy functions well when he's fighting against someone he knows. So, you could go either way for this.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's possible. So, I mean, we have a cage match, so those are always fun. Let me just go to all right, and it looks like everything is set up. So let's cut to the ring.
Roll. And cage match.
Yeah.
Oh, we're starting things off. Jonesy started to take the offense to the Spy. While the Spy already trying to go for the eyes of Jonesy. Oh, and Jonesy with a big kick. Into a nice snapmare. Into another snapmare. Oh, Spy missing the judo chop. Oh, and getting taken down and into a Peach special. Oh, but Spy able to reach the ropes right now. Again, you could just see the emotion with Jones coming into this one. Oh, and now really going in for like a knee bar onto the Spy, cracking the Spy in the side of the head. But RB, you know, the question comes with this. It's like if somehow Jonesy wins and is able to go 5-0 on this, like what does this mean? As he puts Spy into the Fujiwara armbar. I mean, you know, he goes through this entire month attacking former students, but why and for what purpose? For a mission?
You know, I'm not entirely sure what this is for, but the fact is that maybe this is some kind of final test for RED. Maybe it's some kind of final test for the Awoken. But then again, who knows if the Awoken, like how stable the Awoken are.
Like you said, RB, who fucking knows? And Spy getting caught in a Peach special, though. Jones is back up. Ooh, and a big old Ric Flair chop from the Spy. As Jonesy stopping himself from getting flung, holds on to the rings. Oh, it's a big elbow from the Spy. Ooh, with a vicious kick combo. Oh, and that one went right into the hard candies. Oh, but Jonesy's still hanging strong, hitting the Spy with an Elizabeth Berkley. Oh, and that one went right into the... Fuck. I don't know. Look, I'll level with you. I don't know a good old-timey candy brand.
Penny candies.
That works.
Yeah.
Oh, those marshmallow peanuts? Were those marshmallow peanuts like old candy?
Circus peanuts? I don't know.
Oh, but Jonesy's still able to dodge out of the way. I mean, Jonesy seems like the type of guy who's seen his way around out a couple of circuses and peanuts and circus peanuts as well. Catching Spy in another Fujiwara armbar. Spy really just trying to target the vision of Jonesy. But Jonesy, with just such fluid transition in chain wrestling. Oh, into a big DDT onto the Spy. Spy's back up, though. Oh, and Spy responding with a swinging neck breaker. Just kicking Jonesy to wake back up. Oh, but both men are back up again. Oh, and Jonesy with a vicious drop to hold and back into a weave snatcher. I don't think we've ever seen Jonesy drop a weave snatcher before. You've seen him do Peach specials and all the likes, but never a weave snatcher.
Huh.
Again, his game has been evolving. He's one of the best minds we have here in hardcore nerdcore wrestling when it comes to this. Oh, showing some final respect to his student, but is it out of facetiousness or... Again, RB, Jonesy Spencerson is a absolute question wrapped in an enigma. And dropping the spy with a gotch-style pile driver. Ooh, and that one went right into the penny candies.
Yep, there we are.
Spy with a nice judo chop. Oh, Jonesy with a reversal into the double ankle pick. Trying to take some time to regain some stamina. Jonesy really getting a lot out of those DDTs right now. Oh, and Spy responding with plenty of low blows though. Oh, and into a wee snatcher of his own, but Jonesy able to fight out of there. Takes the Spy back up. Who's just kicking at his old mentor. Again, Jonesy is suffering through some severe groinal trauma right now. Oh, and Spy catching him with the roll up, but Jonesy able to kick out RB. Oh, getting caught with just as the trick ick armbar, but Jonesy still fighting through it. Oh, and Spy responding with an exploder suplex. Oh, Jones is back up though, into a drop toe hold. Oh, and back into the weave snatcher. Spy goes. But Spy still able to fight right out of Jonesy's grasp, RB. I mean, RB, you gotta wonder what must be going on in both of these individuals' heads right now. I mean, these are former friends, colleagues, a mentor and student.
You know, it's really impossible at this point, but Spy... Nope, there's the other thing. But I think Spy, you know, none of them really came into this defenseless. Is that Jonesy taught them the art of professional wrestling, whereas they all knew, you know, how to fight beforehand. It's just that Jonesy refined it for the confines of the NCW. So Spy's going to really need to get out of his comfort zone and really pull some stuff that Jonesy hasn't seen yet.
He's really going to have to tap into that Saxon Hale style background.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Jonesy getting caught with another exploder suplex in the middle of the ring. Ooh, and Spy takes it. Jonesy unable to go 5-0. And what a fucking match, RB.
Yeah, it was really good. And Jonesy Spencerson, 4-1. Ooh. All right, and I think with that, our fourth match, we are going to do... Let me make sure there's no other thing we have to address. Put the break there. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we're going to do a bit of a break. Go stand up. Go make your pee poops. Go stretch your legs. Get a drink. Fill up your coffee. Call your mom. I can... I mean,
yeah.
like, I live in my... I can just yell to my mom. I'm like, hey, Mom! You know? But, like, I don't want to bug her like that, so...
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. All right, and we'll be right back. Wrong thing to cut to. All right, I'm ready when you are. Hold on, he's not back yet.
Oh.
Oh, all right, cool. All right, so we're gonna start the music, and then let's do my intro thing. Hold on, I gotta be getting hit on my camera. Okay. Okay, we're good. All right. Here we go. All right. Oh God, my hair looks pretty. Hello there and welcome back to the show. Of course, this is a segment where I kind of promote everything, where if you want to help build up the roster, you can join me on Patreon at patreon.com/rhythmbastard. So for $1 a month, you get every song I release, and you get to suggest a wrestler for the show. $5 a month, you get all the stems, and you get to have all the, and you get to make a wrestler for the show. And at $20, we have a little like post show little meeting after every con, and then we just hang out, play some Magic, play some Switch, whatever. And there's also a special $20 tier that we're shooting for now. This Saturday, if you'll notice by the little bar down here, I do need to update it because every contribution does fill up this bar just a teensy bit. So this is for the Bastardthon that is funding my next convention, my upcoming year of conventions, and my next album, Hardcore Nerdcore Punk Rock. This Saturday from 11, I'm starting at 11:30, but it's going to be from like 12 to, it's going to run like pretty much until midnight. A bunch of my friends are going to come over. We're going to play a bunch of different games. You get to meet all these cool people that I'm friends with, and you get to just have a good time and help me donate. There are, actually, I do need to email my friend Kent about how he does the thing, how he does raffles. So that I will need to get back to you too. Where was I? Right. So, now you can also support me by going to Bandcamp at rhythmbastard.bandcamp.com. You can buy merch, you can buy music, you can buy all that cool stuff. I have a photo set out on Ko-fi at kofi.com/rhythmbastard. You can support me there. You can also, I got a PayPal. And also I'm going to be dropping 2 new pieces of merch on Friday at midnight. So actually, I'm going to drop it on Bandcamp Friday just so y'all can help out there. So I'm going to be wearing, actually, oh God, it's going to be so cool. I've got a really good feeling about Saturday. I just want to make sure I'm good and practiced. So for all of that, stay tuned. Again, I'm not sure what our goal is. I have one big Google sheet with all of the stuff I wanted to get, and that came out to $21,000. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled program.
Rock and roll.
Yes, that will be happening. Ernie, you're going to be on that segment as well, I hear.
Yes, I am.
Yes, actually, and if you want to send me money through either Ko-fi or PayPal, or even like you just leave a note when you get something on Bandcamp, Ernie's segment is going to be playing the game Chroma Squad, and you get to name the characters. So that's like one little incentive to do. So like currently we have no bids for that, but if you give us like any money, we'll name a character after you, your dog, your favorite cuss word, a British nonsense word if you so desire. So
please, for the love of God, I beg of you, no fucking slurs. I feel like I shouldn't have to say that, but you never fucking know.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, like, I'd just take your money in that case.
Yeah. At that point, that's the price you pay, and also getting blocked forever for trying to be absolutely on some absolute tomfoolery in a public sphere like that.
Some maidenless behavior, as the kids like to say.
Yes, we will take your money, shove you to the ground, and tell you touch some fucking grass.
Yeah, I mean that's really what we got to do. Up next is the Trios match. Trios Championship. I realized I didn't change the cryon for any of the previous matches. It's been, like, for the past 4, it's been Scott Hall versus...
You know what? I feel like Scott Hall would have still appreciated all of the matches afterwards. words too.
Yeah, he would have been like, "Hey, yo, Spider-Man fighting in the cage."
Yeah. And then someone pelts him in the head with a soda or a beer, and he just styles it, because that is still like one of the fucking coolest gifs ever.
Yeah.
The most unbothered I've ever seen a person.
Yeah, like I don't know why everybody's thirsting over that over the sexy wolf bad guy from that upcoming movie, when you should be thirsting over the bad guy Scott Hall. But then again, Scott Hall's dead now, so
Yeah.
sorry everybody.
Yeah, we're sorry. But what you can do, though, if you want to honor his memory, is tune into Hardcore Nerdcore Wrestling and subscribe to this channel, to further the sport, as well as go visit and attend your local indie shows.
Yeah.
Take it from me, they're fun. It's unironically, I will say, like a bucket list thing for people to like do, to just have like experience it once, at least once. Attend an independent wrestling show.
Yeah.
But in the front row.
Yeah.
Which I would imagine, and I also would say going to your first drag show also falls under there.
Yeah.
But again, that's neither here nor there. We've talked ad nauseum about my scientific theory on how how drag, professional wrestling, VTubing, and furrydom are all cousins.
Yeah. All right, and with that, we are going to go to, speaking of furries and wrestling, the Fiercest Furs are defending the Trios title against the Working Class. The Working Class have been showing improvement. I mean, the Fiercest Furs have found themselves a strong configuration by replacing Fox McCloud, Thrash Panda with Fox McCloud, who has a match next. But now we do have the Working Class putting in a good one. So,
both going in there, taking on strong newcomers in the likes of Planet Hollywood, and especially the Holy Trinity. And then again, getting one over on a big fan favorite team in the Jilted X's, which hey, but hey, you know what? We like to see that. We love to see the improvement. And there were some big talks with regards to Working Class last year. Let's see if they'll be able to really carry it over to tonight.
Hopefully. All right, and we're gonna start out the match and cut over.
You know what? It's also in the cage too.
Yeah.
On starting off is Bernadette and Meowscles. Oh, which this is going to be an interesting matchup, considering we have a mechanic.
Actually, hold on, I screwed that up.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be in the landmine death match.
Damn it, RB. I had a good segue into this about a matchup between a mechanic whose job it is to build and repair and build stuff, and a Fortnite character which recently the game came out with a mode that took away building.
Yeah. And
apparently a lot of people are saying it's a lot more fun now, or at the very least it's super fun that way.
Yeah, really the only thing like I've found is the downside is that like I have to go the long way around some cliffs.
So RB, I have a question to ask you as somebody who has played Fortnite. What do you think the potions are made out of?
I think very exotic fruits.
Okay, so you're of the theory it's just straight up of like exotic fruit juice and but not like not just flat out like Gatorade or Powerade or radioactive drink.
No, actually, I think because we know that the mushrooms refill your shield, and the chug jugs refill your shield, so I just think it's like mushroom juice. Like mushroom Gatorade.
Mushroom Gatorade.
Mushroom Gatorade is the name of the Shins cover band. No, I will not be elaborating on that.
Incredible. Now I'm curious of what would happen if you just dumped a bonk atomic punch inside of a chug jug.
God.
Actually, wait. I don't know if I told you this before, but I actually have a working theory with regards to Fortnite's lore.
Okay.
And that is that it is a post-apocalyptic game set in Florida. Think about it, Harvey. Think about it. I went through this. It's before with let me look up the Fortnite seasons, because for starters, a game as chaotic and shooting things while building things at the same time, that's just flat out a Floridian pastime for me.
Right.
I'm a level with you. So then we get into so the first season just standard, okay? Then we get into season 2, which was the medieval season, correct?
Okay.
Besides the fact that obviously Florida has Renaissance fairs, remember that Florida also has that tourist trap, jousting side of the road show. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Then season 3 was space. Cape Canaveral, the Kennedy Space Center. Season 4, superheroes and movies. Islands of Adventure. Fucking Disney, even in all the ownership of fucking Marvel.
Yeah.
Fucking Worlds Collide. Again, Florida literally has every fucking, every sort of population that has up sticks for other things in, like, all continents of the world. Darkness and corruption. That's just Florida's government. Winter, again, that's how you know the old saying, when hell freezes over? Again, hence why it's more the post-apocalyptic aspect to it. And Florida is basically hell, so if winter actually comes to Florida, that means hell is frozen over. Again, adventure, Islands of Adventure, future, heck bro, and then the last season, which is time travel, which makes sense because Florida has been stuck in the past for the last, 200 years. Not to mention you drive around in fucking golf carts, RV.
Ah, that's true.
And the thing is, and what is the thing that chases you down, RV? It's not some nuke, it's not poison gas, it's a storm. Fortnite is post environmental apocalypse Florida.
God damn it.
And also while we're at it, how many places in Fortnite get torn down and replaced with other shit? That is also just flat out especially a South Floridian pastime.
God damn it.
Yes. Eat your fucking heart out game theory. I cracked the code before you could even try to.
Fuck yeah.
That's not even getting into the second chapter of stuff, which I haven't gotten into yet because I've never looked into what stuff in the second chapter consists of. I just know there's a lot of Disney-owned properties in there now, which again leads back into the idea that it has to be Florida.
Yeah.
All right. Oh shit. Right. We've got wrestling going on. So anyway, Isabel is starting to really take it to PB right now, into a big super team. And PB slides in, home on Isabel though. Still no eliminations. A nice hurricanrana from PB. Oh, and PB with a big drop kick to the face of Isabel. And now tagging it into Meowscles. Oh, and Meowscles saving PB from just the lower body damage. And again, tale as old as time. We've got cat versus dog. And Isabel getting dropped with a Sumiao driver. Onto the pin. Ooh, that is a near fall. Working Class doing a good job in being able to read the count. Oh, but Meowscles still hanging tough. Oh, and Isabel is not in a good place. Trapped behind the fiercest first corner. Yeah. Oh, Meowscles just, ooh, and a big just side slam onto Isabel. But Isabel retreats, tags into Bernadette. Big kicks. Bernadette appears to be no ends that, but a nice reversal into a rear naked, or chicken wing rather. Sorry, Isabel was blocking. Went to the backslide now. But Meowscles still able to reach the ropes. Ooh, and a nice reversal from Meowscles. Oh, and into the barbed wire Meowscles goes. Some big kicks from Bernadette, who catches Meowscles. Rolls in a Peach special, but Fox there to make the save. Oh, but nice reversal from Bernadette into another chicken wing. Oh, but Fox still hanging strong. Picks Bernadette back up. Bernadette with a backslide. Bernadette able to kick out, no problem. Ooh, into a nice gut wrench suplex from Bernadette. Oh, nice reverse from Bernadette. Oh, but gets caught with a Pele kick from Fox McCloud. Oh, picks Bernadette back up. Bernadette reverses. Fox versus into a snapmare though, and tags into Mario. All right, now looks like we're going to be having ourselves a nice classic game of Smash here.
Nope.
RB up, never mind. Power Potatoes first. Now it's just going to be PB versus Mario. Correction, it's a classic game of Super Mario 64.
Yeah, that's true.
Dropping PB with the pile driver. And into a surfboard. Oh, but Meowscles there to make the break. Oh, and Bernadette eating an assisted powerbomb. Mario picking PB back up. Oh, PB flinging Mario into the barbed wire. Oh, but Mario now sending PB into the barbed wire. Tags into Isabel. As PB's really taking it the working class right now. Into a nice drop kick. Oh, and into a stunt dog millionaire onto Isabel. Isabel responding with a drop toe hold. Oh, and just going after the knee of PB. Working Class has been doing a good job body blocking, but can PB capitalize into a nice arm drag. Now tags back into Meowscles. Oh, Isabel trying to jockey PB away from his corner. And still going after the knee of PB, which again is smart. I said this before and I'll say it again. The best way you can hurt a speedster is target the legs, as Meowscles drops Isabel with a spear, but the rest of the Working Class is there to make the save. Again, the Working Class showing just excellent teamwork right now, RB. A nice follow-away slam from Meowscles. On Bernadette, Ed gets tagged in. Nice double drop kick onto Meowscles. Oh, and into a red Link special. Oh, PB there to make the save, RB. Oh, but Meowscles getting dropped with a pile driver as Bernadette tries to soften him up with the chicken wing. But also, RB, the Fiercest Bird has been showing like some fantastic teamwork of their own. Again, it is just such an interesting look at these comps, considering, you know, especially how much the Fiercest Bird's game has changed since, you know, pivoting into Fox McCloud. Having just two speedsters on deck with just Meowscles as the dedicated powerhouse counter. Then compare that with the Working Class, which has a little more, or you know, a little more built around some just pure just grit and grind from all three members. But at the same time, you know, they've been, again, they're really trying to rely on their teamwork right now. But what's your take on it, RB?
Again, the Working Class have definitely have like a better spread, but you just have like such a solid anchor in Meowscles and Fox.
That is true. And a double enziguri onto Mario. Ooh, and Mario getting hit with a flipping drop kick. Oh, but Mario responding with big old belly to belly. Now it seems like Mario right now, his strategy just seems to be just to keep to take a licking and keep on ticking, and that is one of the most botched Irish whips of botched Irish whips, if I do say so myself. It was cool as shit, though. Oh, nice arm drag from Mario. Isabel hoping to capitalize. Catching Fox in an armbar. Bernadette able to body block, but Fox able to break out, though. Oh, Bernadette with a nice snapmare. Oh, as Isabel continues going after the arm of Fox, but Meowscles there to make the save. And now all three members of the Fiercest Furs are trying to punish Isabel, and Isabel tap.
Isabel's out.
The working class are down one person, and while that gives the Fiercest Furs a big advantage, we've seen Stranger Things before. That doesn't necessarily mean they can rest on their laurels right now. Oh, Bernadette's still hanging strong. It's her big power slam onto Meowscles in the middle of the ring with that just eye triangle choke. But again, just the speed of the rest of the Fiercest Furs there to make the save for Meowscles. Oh, Bernadette with a nice drop kick, going for a jackknife pin. PB there with the save. And hits Mario with a stun dog millionaire. Oh, Bernadette trying to go for the roll up, but PB's not the legal person. Oh, Bernadette not able to get the double underhook suplex that time. Oh, Meowscles hoping to capitalize, but gets reversed. Tags it to Mario right now. Oh, into a swinging neck breaker. To another jackknife pin, really trying to throw Meowscles off his game. Oh, Meowscles with a big hit though. Tags in Fox. And now Fox and Mario are going at it. Fox with a big drop kick. Mario's back up though, and the big headbutt. Mario's been sustaining a lot of damage right now though, RB. He's really gonna have to start trying to play this smart. Oh, and then Fox. Oh, but Isabel with the distraction. Oh, hoping to give the working class a little bit of an edge right now. It looks like the Fiercest Furs are just as the ones to capitalize the most on this. Back up though. Oh, but gets caught with a big kick from Fox. Lands a flying crossbody. Oh, and into a single leg Boston Crab. Bernadette able to make the save. Oh, and Mario sends Meowscles into the barbed wire. Oh, but Mario eats into Taguri too. As PB gets tagged in, as does Bernadette. Mario with the big boots onto both speedsters. Oh, but PB responding with some big boots of his own. Oh, and hits PB with a swinging neckbreaker. It's a jackknife pin. Only good for a 2 count though, RB.
And
oh god, Yumi's down. Oh, we got a ref bump. You know what that means? It's time for the illegal shit. Oh wait, never mind. Yumi's back up. Nice power slam from Bernadette, who cracks PB in the face. PB with another stun dog millionaire. Oh, and slides on home onto Bernadette. Oh, Bernadette's back up though. Ooh, but into a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And now tagging into Meowscles. As PB with another Hurricane Rana. Oh, and drops Bernadette with an assisted powerbomb. Oh, Meowscles looks to be calling for it. Into a big belly-to-back suplex. Oh, Bernadette able to wake up and tag back into Mario, who flings Meowscles back into the corner. Really trying to put some damage onto Meowscles. Which, hey, if the working class is able to get Meowscles out, that would be huge. Oh, but Mario gets hit with a big boot.
Nope, it's all down to Bernadette.
Who catches is who caught Fox in a Red Link special, but Meowscles there to make the break. Into a roll-up! Meowscles is gone. That is huge. That is huge. Oh, but now, now Bernadette is stuck in a 2-on-1 situation, but that could be the momentum that she needed. So a nice power slam. And a swinging neckbreaker onto PB. Into a jackknife pin. Oh, but Fox is there to make the break.
You know, I think it seems that to be with the best strategy is to just make him tap out.
Or catch him.
Uh-oh.
Or catch him right when they're...
It's down to Bernadette and Fox.
It is a one-on-one. Can Fox make the save, or is Bernadette gonna get the 3-0 upset? Or I guess it's a 2-3 upset. Either way. Oh, and Fox with a drop kick, though. Picking Bernadette back up. Oh, Bernadette with a reversal. Into a belly to back. Oh, but Fox responding with a big kick. Oh, and into a single leg Boston Crab. And no, it's not enough. Bernadette has to tap out, and Fox McCloud makes the save. And the Fiercest Furs with their second title defense. Oh, fuck off! That deserved way more than that.
Yeah, oh god, it was so good though.
Fuck the IWC. That was a 5-star on principle. Damn, we haven't had one of those in a while. But anyways, ignore the filthy liars of the IWC. Fantastic work from the Fiercest Furs and the working class. Good show of pure apple sportsmanship. You know. Again, what can you say? It was a good effort. There's always next time, and hey, the trios division is starting to really pick up some steam. RB.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of good new blood with the Ernie Loves Puns Trios tournament, so maybe puns are just the new way of the future. I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, I'm just gonna move my thing a little bit closer here. Up next, and I forgot the stipulation that we agreed on. I mean, that they agreed on.
Barbed wire.
Barbed wire. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Wait a second. Barbed wire for what?
Again, barbed wire for the Travis Touchdown Thrash Panda rematch.
Oh, that's good.
Again, since their matchup up at the start of the month, the two of them had been sort of jawing at one another. Some strong words were exchanged. A toilet was flushed, from what I can remember. And Travis is taking it upon himself to run it back with Thrash Panda, with either the hopes of I guess Thrash Panda getting back to form, or Travis Touchdown using this win to get him up into the higher ranks, as you do.
Well, I mean, yeah, that is how Assassin works.
Yeah, but yeah, fuck RB, Thrash Panda and Travis Touchdown rematch. Who do you got?
I'm gonna give it to Travis. I think Thrash is good, but I think he needs just a little bit more time to kind of hone on his game, because he might be hurting a little bit from Optimus Prime last time.
That is true. Thrash, because the thing is, Thrash went in ahead of time to go in for a matchup with Optimus, even though he was still trying to recover and stuff. And while yes, it's true, Thrash did get at the win in the first time. But recall, it was a hard-fought battle that took everything out of both wrestlers. But who knows? Maybe this might be the motivation Thrash needs to get back to his old form.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 100%. I do think that here's the thing. I really hope we see a 5-star match out of this. That's what I hope.
I hope so too. Because again, to be fair though, it is hard to follow that first match of theirs. But we'll give them but we'll see if they can catch lightning in a bottle twice.
All right, and we're gonna cut to the ring now. I forgot there's no introduction.
Fight.
All right, and they're starting off. Ooh, and Travis is getting first blood. Oh, with Thrash still hanging strong. Thrash is a big hit though. A nice snapper onto Travis. And of course, you don't want to start flinging people into the rope just yet because, well, it's barbed wire. So you're gonna definitely be seeing more of a grapple and a striking exchange in the middle of the ring right now. Just try to soften the other one up. And so far it's been back and forth, and Thrash really trying and work the knee of Travis right now. But Travis is hanging strong. Going for a pin right away. But Thrash able to kick out, though. Oh, into a nice brainbuster from Thrash Panda. Oh, and a vicious soccer kick to the back of Travis. Oh, and what a release belly to belly onto Travis' touchdown. Oh, but Travis responding with a snapmare. Oh, Thrash is back up, though. Both of them really trying to go over those Irish whips, danger close to the ropes. So far, nobody getting flung there just yet. Oh, into a nice German suplex from Thrash Panda. Oh, and Travis with a big headbutt. Kicks Thrash up. Oh, a Thrash with a belly-to-belly almost sends Travis flying to the outside of the ring. Nice power slam from Thrash. Also, I kind of realized something, RB. You know what's interesting? With the first match being a false count anywhere, where everything goes here, the fact we put them in a barbed wire match, it's like a polar opposite of the match because they literally can't go anywhere outside of the ring considering they're surrounded by fucking generators.
Yeah. And we got it.
Travis, the first one to eat some electrified barbed wire. Oh, and Thrash really trying to punish the damage Travis just took from that right now. Oh, but Travis responding with a brainbuster to a big old elbow drop.
Yeah, both are very serious grapplers, but I think Travis's style is more closer to the body, whereas Thrash is a lot more kinetic, a lot of releasing and a lot of catching, a lot of throwing.
Yeah, of course. Like, if I were to really, like, get into, like, my fucking wrestler bag, like, I would say Thrash has very much a ECW era as to him, whereas I would almost give Travis more of a 90s era Kawada vibe.
Okay. Ooh, and Thrash gets a little taste of the spice as well.
And now into the figure four. Picking Travis back up. Travis with a nice arm drag. Because, like, I feel like of all of the wrestling stuff Travis would be into, which, again, I feel like goes without saying, I feel like off top, he'd be a huge sucker for the Japanese style of stuff. Yes, there's an argument to be made about the Canadian style because that was where he learned to wrestle, but I feel like given Travis's love of Japanese culture, stuff like that, he would really favor like I'd almost see him kind of like how Eddie King being into all Japan and King's Road in the same way that Eddie Kingston currently is, which, by the way, to anybody who really wants like a taste of like some good reference material for checking out old school King's Road or Japanese style wrestling, go to Eddie Kingston's fucking Twitter. He reshares all of the matches. He's a fucking archivist of this shit. But anyways, enough about marking out about All Japan. And these boys are fucking putting the business on one another.
Oh,
Travis reversing the tombstone.
And Raccoon Driver.
Ooh, that is a near fall. Ooh, big headbutt from Travis, though. Oh, into another Raccoon Driver. Oh, Travis was a little late on that. And Thrash takes the victory. Well, okay, it was still pretty good.
Siri, play the "It's Chocolate" sound from. No, what am I talking about? Siri, play the sus sound from what's that game?
Amogus?
Yeah, Amogus. Wow. Or the "It's Chocolate" sound from RuPaul's Drag Race. Which, by the way, on the most recent episode, They did open up. Okay, so I don't know how much you've been aware of this previous season, but so the gimmick this season is that there is a chocolate bar that like so at the end of every episode when it comes to eliminations you lip sync for your life, and if you lose you open up a chocolate bar that you have on you. If it's chocolate you go home, but if it's gold then you're safe, and you know you get to stay in the competition. So like whenever a queen would open up their chocolate bar, they'd be like, it's chocolate, and it would just have that like same amogus sound effect. So it'd be like, it's chocolate. Like the very sad trombone.
Yeah. It's weird when you get like those moments where you kind of recognize like sound clips in things, but from like a previous thing. Like, okay, so like with MLW with Contra Unit, when they had like their whole like promos and stuff, like you can look this up. Their music and like their openings for like their promos always open with the Danganronpa, like chant. You know the one, the
Okay.
And I remember always being taken aback by it because it's like, that's the Danganronpa sound.
Okay, no, I know what you're thinking. Yep, okay. No, I know what you're thinking. Okay. Oh, yeah, just send me a link to it, and then I'll show it. Yeah.
We'll do.
Sky in chat says, speaking of sound class, I've caught Amphibia using the Wilhelm scream multiple times. I mean, I think Wilhelm scream is a very common thing, though.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about like very specific crossovers. Actually, speaking of specific crossovers, I learned that RuPaul was in Amphibia, and he plays a government agent looking for the frogs. I don't know. I haven't seen Amphibia, and he wears Heelys and lipstick. So I'm like, yeah, no, yeah, I get it. Oh God, no, that reminds me of another one. It's like a something roar. And you've heard it a lot if you've played StarCraft, like that.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a very specific roar.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Also, Sky in chat, they are also going to be as part of the. They're also going to be part of the Bastardthon this weekend, and their segment is actually. I just named my group chat, like, I just, like, assigned my group chat spaces one right after the other. And they're right after yours, and they're playing Reptar, Search for Reptar, aka, I think my parents bought us that game when they bought my brother the PlayStation. And...
Got it.
Yeah. I gotta make sure, I know Incredible Crisis works, I gotta make sure that works. And I might have to get a fucking new controller, because... Or maybe just Grand Theft Auto's being a butt. But who knows?
It's okay. You can say it's because of Ricky Gervais.
No, I mean, like, here's the thing, is that you can definitely tell that, like, Cat Williams gave way more of a shit about being there than Ricky Gervais did. Because, like, Ricky Gervais, you know, you can tell it's like, I don't know, I guess the difference is that they kind of went simpler with the animation. He doesn't move as much, and like he's not as specific to the environment. But with Cat Williams, I feel like Cat Williams is like, let me put on the motherfucking motion capture suit, gangsta. I want to reference Liberty City. I want to talk about the burger shot and the clucking bell.
I will say this, I do know that they like, I know that they're basically just sort of regurgitating old bits that they've done. Again, the hustling bit from Cat Williams, who is always was the one that stuck out to me. But even if it was a little more subdued than when he did it the first time, it seemed like Cat was just having more fun with it.
Yeah, no, and you can definitely tell, like, it's an old bit of his, but also, like, he changed some of the words to let you know that, hey, I'm aware that I'm in a video game. Like, what's up, Liberty City? You're in the burger shot, and you're all alone, and then that song plays. Every day I'm hustling. You know what I mean?
Hustling.
Yeah, so like he does reference specific businesses within Liberty City, so I thought that was cool. Anyway, we got a fucking Iron Man match between Wario and Luigi.
Oh yeah, yeah, we do. By the way, yeah, that was the stipulation Wario chose because something about Daisy always told him he lasted longer than Luigi.
Oh fucking snap! Oh, that's not good. Hold up.
Well, okay, don't worry, we're good.
Okay, yeah.
Now this time it wasn't that you forgot the theme. It's like the theme music, like fucking the Fire Pro's just saying no to sick, awesome music.
Yeah.
And starting things off, we've got a big old slam from Wario. Alright, so RB, who do you got in this?
Right. Sky is correcting me that, yes, he's an FBI agent named Mr. X. I forgot that. I think I got Wario. I mean, he won the last time, and I think more time, if Wario's stamina keeps up, then I think we are going to see, Wario walk away with this one.
That is true. That is true. Wario's been talking big game, has had an impressive showing. The two of them have been jawing on and off again. Oh, but nice monkey flip from Luigi. Oh, but getting cracked in the jaw by Wario. We get sent into the turnbuckle. Now Wario trying to tie up with Luigi. Hits him with the double wolf strike. And now really irking him into the walls of Jericho. Luigi still going in strong. But also the thing with this, it's as Luigi puts Wario in the label lock. The thing when I'm looking into this matchup, it's a really hard one to look at because the thing is a lot of it hangs so heavily on like what's Luigi's mental state going to be like going into this. Because here's the thing, Luigi's biggest kryptonite during his time here in Hardcore North Pro Wrestling has always been his ego. He's always constantly showboating, trying to clown and stuff like that. Having really just exposing his, his whole short man syndrome going on.
Right.
Which I know, which is weird to say about Luigi, but that's neither here nor there. But the thing is, at the same time, you look at a situation, you're going against someone who, ostensibly is dating your ex now, that people like more. Like, is that anger going to want you to try and cloud him more and be more disrespectful? Or is that going to force you to kind of bring things in to make sure that you win in no matter what? Because the thing is, we've seen before that a focused Luigi can be a very dangerous Luigi. Just like a very angry Luigi could be a very dangerous Luigi. But the thing is, Wario's been still doing a great job though, because he knows that if he keeps throwing Luigi off with the mind games, he's going to come out the victor with this. And he's throwing big moves too. We're talking big boy sentons, stall brainbusters, and what the fuck? A powerbomb to the outside of the ring, RB!
I mean, even if we only get one pin, it's gonna be a fucking hell of a way to get there.
At this point, Wario's just treating this. Even he makes a botched Irish whip look good. I mean, at this point, and that's the thing, I feel like Luigi's trying to come into this match and treat it like a fight. Wario's just treating this like adding to his highlight reel. And another big boy senton from the top rope. Oh, Wario's going, and but Luigi dodging out of the way of that. Oh, and Wario throwing Luigi to the outside of the ring. Take some time to regain stamina. Which is smart, because I know I'm talking about, Wario trying to play mind games to throw Luigi off, but Wario can't forget about also being able to refocus and keep the match serious, because your priority in your matchup right now is to win. Doesn't matter, not to just straight up flat out humiliate your opponent. Oh, it catches Wario with a zigzag. And I've seen Luigi try and hit that move plenty of times. Oh, and dropping Wario with just as a nice South Scotch, but what a reversal from Wario. But see, Luigi's starting to play smart now. He's trying to focus up. He's trying to pick his shots. Oh, and catches Wario in a Tostino pizza roll. Is he going to stop? Into a Magistral. But Wario kicks out at 2, RB. Into a side B from Luigi. Oh, and that one went right into the warp pipe. Oh, is Wario hitting another big boy senton RB. Oh, and catching Luigi in a bear hug. And Wario with the first pin or submission. Already off top again. So again, as this is playing out, now you gotta wonder what's gonna be going on in Luigi's head right now. He's gonna start panicking. Oh, but catches Wario with another zigzag. If Luigi's gonna take this, he really needs to start focusing up. Oh, and in the middle of the ring, a rear naked choke. Oh, but Wario's toughing it out. Oh, and hits Luigi with a Styles Clash of his own. Again, oh, but Luigi whiffs the back fist, but lands the reverse stunner. Oh, but Wario is hanging strong, RB. This boy is hardy. Oh, but Luigi, and with the showboating, I would not advise that considering he's behind on the scorecard. And so far, it looks like Wario has been able to top out more damage. But hey, what do I know? I'm only just a play-by-play commentator whose business is to know how these matches work. Oh, but nice elbow from Wario. Oh, and what a deadlift German suplex RB. And again into the warp pipe. So RB, how would you rank Wario's deadlift form right there?
I mean, he's got a solid form. Obviously, he's a little more squat, so he doesn't have that far to go. And, you know, you want to lift with the legs, not the back.
That is true. That is true. Also, shoot, I know we said it's an Iron Man match, but what's the time limit?
30 minutes.
Okay. We're already halfway through, and Wario is still ahead by either one unpinned. Oh, and a big splash in the corner. And just look at the strength of Wario right now. He's going up. Oh, but whiffs the big boy senton. Oh, Wario stopping in the strike exchange. Uh-oh. Oh, but Luigi reverses the reverse stunner. Uh-oh. And into a Styles Clash from Wario. Luigi's back up, though. Oh, and here comes the Poltergust driver. Luigi not going for the pin right now, though. Oh, hits a Styles Clash again. Oh, into a big slap. Oh, but whiffs the zigzag. All right, now we're starting to see which Luigi's here right now. This is the vengeful Luigi. This one is petty Luigi. He's really trying his hardest to try and humiliate, but he's forgetting he's on the clock right now. Oh, but into another big one. And Wario doing a great job taking advantage of it. To a big drop kick from Luigi.
But it's
back
it's very obvious Wario's getting winded.
He is getting very winded. But again, he's still just trying to ride through it. Still appeal to the crowd. Hitting big moves. But he's taking advantage of just Luigi's temper right now. Notice Luigi's not once tried to attempt for a pin and getting hit with just more big moves. Oh, Luigi's now with 2/3 of the match done. Luigi is behind in the count, out 2. Oh, Luigi's really gonna need to pick this up if he's gonna keep that belt of his. Oh, and Wario with the big boy splash. That's only good for a 1 count. Oh, and into a camel clutch. Luigi unable to shake it off. And into the warp pipe again. Going into another camel clutch onto Luigi. Luigi really trying to find something. I think panic's starting to set in. I think he's starting to realize he's behind on the count. Oh, and into a hamstring stretch. Wario's still hanging strong, though. that durability of Wario is something to marvel at. Oh, but Luigi able to get out of the way. Oh, and into another Styles Clash to the outside of the ring, which, again, Luigi can't afford this. He's 2-0 behind the count. He's going to need to get pins any chance he can get. He needs to get quick pins and a quick submission, something. But Wario's just been absolutely dominant right now, RB. Oh, and into another bear hug in the middle of the ring. Oh, and Luigi's dropped down. It gets picked up and dropped again. Oh, and into a giant swing. Oh, and sends him careening into the turnbuckle. I'm not gonna lie to you, RB. This is starting to get hard to watch. But hey, you know what? Wario played it smart. He definitely chose the right stipulation for this. Luigi trying to go in for a backslide. Oh, only good for a near fall though, RB. And there's less than 5 minutes to go. I don't know how Luigi's gonna be able to bring this back, RB.
I mean, Wario is getting pretty winded, but he's... Oh!
He is getting winded, but it just seems like Luigi just doesn't have. I don't even think it's Luigi doesn't have an answer. It's just he refuses to put the right answer, which he knows he has. And now he's 3-0 on the count. And into the green pipe again. And now into Walls of Jericho. But Luigi's still fighting out of there. Oh, Luigi with a reverse stunner. He's going to need to literally get at a pin or submission like a minute at this point.
Yeah.
Or even less than that now. Trying to go for another hamstring stretch, but I think we gotta put a bow on this at this point.
Yeah.
Because Luigi would need to get a pin every 20 seconds if he's gonna bring this back. But Wario just doesn't seem to let up. Wario's just still hanging strong right now. Oh, Luigi missing the zigzag. He's getting desperate. And now Wario's just pounding it into the midsection of Luigi. And that's it. 30 minutes are up.
Yeah.
With a 3-0 sweep, your newest 3000 Brigade champion. Oh no. Did the game crash?
Yes, it did.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Please tell me the match saved.
I mean, if anything, we can just like run it, afterwards. But yeah, no, it's. We made a fucky wucky. Our balls are on stream.
No, I mean, RB, let's keep kayfabe. What? You mean to tell me Tails literally hacked the fucking game to give to save Luigi?
Oh yeah, totally. That's exactly what happened. Tails is a bitch, and he is, and fuck him, but don't have sex with him. No, it didn't register. Shit. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna have to redo a bunch of shit here. Actually, let me check our roster. Okay, no, something did fuck up with the. I guess it was just the way that the thing, retained. So I'm gonna. It's definitely with certain wrestlers that have been giving me problems. So I think we'll focus on it afterwards. For now,
we'll figure it out later.
Yeah. So these are like two established people that haven't been giving me any problems. So we're gonna go to.
Yes, finally time for the main event.
God, I know. All right, hold on. Let me just. Okay. Non-title match. We want that to matter.
Yep. Ugh. Let's hope that the big belt match doesn't give us any fucking problems.
Yeah, let's just get right into it.
And now we've got a matchup between the fastest thing alive and America's favorite intergalactic war criminal. But hey, look, I fuck with Optimus, but from what I can pick up with Transformers Osmosis, he is in fact a war criminal. To be fair, everyone's a war criminal in the Transformers universe.
I mean, when you think about it, everybody's a war criminal, man.
Didn't we establish that Thrash Panda isn't so much a war criminal as he is the type of person that would commit crime adjacent to war?
Yeah.
Like, if a war was happening, he'd probably do some sort of crime using the war as, like, a distraction.
Right.
So now I'm unironically thinking about whether or not the team name of War Crime would be a fucking solid or fucked up tag team name.
Yes.
I guess it would depend on who the members are. Anyways, so Optimus and Sonic, classic matchup of speed versus power. Who do you got, RB?
I think Optimus. You know, Sonic's. We've seen the armor crack in Sonic.
That is true, and Optimus has been on a bit of a hot streak too. But at the same time, you know, you look at Sonic, he also has a lot more upsides compared to Optimus. You know, he's a lot faster. He's a lot more seasoned. He has the better move. He has the better live action movies.
That's true.
I don't dare say movies, period, because I fear that a lot of the people who like the G1 movies will try and come from my head. Oh, and Optimus trying to end this early with a nice giant swing, tying up with Sonic into a big knee, into a nice headbutt from Optimus. And now tying up. Oh, and into the... Ooh, and a big dropkick from Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, the crowd just not happy with Sonic. Oh, now trying to stop at the midsection of Optimus. Just landing the knee. He's Optimus Prime. Nice big kick. Send Sonic into the corner. Oh, what's Optimus doing? Oh, and a choke slam to the outside of the ring, RB. Optimus didn't come to play. He came to fight. And doing just a great job of just exerting that force onto Sonic. But Sonic able to still keep up with the Mack truck. Which, again, for somebody that can run supersonic speed, I don't think it would be hard to be able to keep up with like a big truck. That's just because they're not known for being fast, but still. Oh, and just again, those 12-6 elbows from Sonic. He's really trying to pick Optimus apart piece by piece. Which, I mean, at this point, that's the best thing you can do right now when you're coming in with such a significant size and strength disadvantage. But at the same time, Sonic's also coming in here with a significant conditioning advantage because Optimus had been going for about 3 weeks in a row right now, and Sonic's just been able to rest up in that time. Oh, into a nice Hurricane Rana from Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, who goes for a nice jackknife pin. Oh, but Optimus able to kick out. To an elbow drop. Into a drop toe hold. Into a big homing attack. Into the Monstral. Ooh, that is a near fall. But Optimus, thunderous choke slam in the middle of the ring. Oh, fuck! New hardcore Nerdcore wrestling champion, Optimus fucking Prime.
Congratulations.
I knew we could trust Optimus for from to take the fucking belt back from Sonic.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to point out just the delicious irony that the intergalactic immigrant just took the big prize from the alt-right group's high champion.
Yeah. It's kind of like when what's his face, like the MAGA jaw guy, got rocked so hard, then he ran off the stage, probably because the other guy was gonna fuck his wife.
That is, yes, that's true. Unfortunately, the Fire Pro Wrestling does not allow us to do live sex celebrations. So
yeah,
you know.
I mean, clang, 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 clang.
Twitch TOS, don't hunt us down. We're good boys, we swear.
Yeah. So that's our show for this week. I mean, definitely the big announcement is going to be Saturday is the Bastardthon. I'm going to start at 11:30. One thing we are doing is we're going to be tiering off different prizes. So there's going to be like if you donate $5 or more, you get one kind of prize. $10 or more, you get a different kind of prize. And then we just go up and up, and so you can win stuff like albums, posters, T-shirts, all that good stuff. So I mean that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm going to be working on that tonight actually, and having better individualizing everybody's screens. So we're gonna raid Eyebolt, who is doing a just chatting. No, hold on. Let me see if there's someone else who could use the bump. Let's see here. Yeah, looks like Eyebolt has the lowest one. He's the one I know the best. So he's watching dance competitions. So that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be
nice.
Yeah, that's gonna be some fun. So, yeah, so tomorrow night I might do it. Tomorrow is Bandcamp Friday. Shit, I gotta set that up too.
Ooh, busy day for you.
Yeah, so I have, Bandcamp Friday tomorrow. I'm probably gonna do an N64 stream after RuPaul's Drag Race. And then on Saturday I have the Bastardthon. That's gonna go from 11, a little before noon, all the way until midnight. So much to check with that. Anyway, we're gonna raid. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.